Alright, this is Team Prozone here with a deck profile of Norleras Turbo. We're just going to get right into it.
Alright, so starting, we have 3 Phantom of Chaos. Basically, this card allows you to utilize anything in your graveyard, which is pretty much most of your deck for most of the time. And you have your actual Norlerases. Basically, once you get them in the graveyard, you can use Phantom of Chaos to remove him from play to gain his effect, which is pay 1,000 life points to pretty much wipe the entire field in both players' hands, and then you can draw 1. So it's really good at just wrecking your opponent, and with that 1 card you can usually keep playing, or you can play out of your graveyard. To get things in the graveyard, we have 1 Grepher and 2 Armageddon Knights. You can really play either of any combination of them, but this is what I like. Basically, they're to get things in your graveyard. Next, to utilize the graveyard, we run a miniature Blackwing engine with 3 Vayus and 3 Sirokkos. Basically, they allow you to go into lots of synchros from the graveyard, which can overwhelm your opponent after you get rid of their entire hand and field. Next, we can run the Dark Creator, which allows us to utilize our graveyard plays. One of my favorites is, I'll get to in a minute, uses Plague and Norleras with him. We also use 2 Dark Nephesis. Basically, he allows you to destroy spell and traps, and special summon a dark monster, special summon himself from the graveyard because of time difference with Norleras. We use 2 Maliciouses, of course. We also run 1 Plague. Now, with Plague, you can, as you should probably know, you can add 1 card from your hand to the top of the deck to special summon him. So if you wanted, you can do that before Norleras to make sure you get whatever card you want from your deck when you draw. So I like to put Creator on the top of my deck, and then use Norleras' effect, so I draw into Creator, and I can just use him right away and swarm the field. Then I run 2 Necrogardas and 1 Doomsday Horror. Doomsday Horror just brings back some of my remove from play stuff and can sometimes be a beater, and my Necrogardeners are just protection. Onto the spells. I run 3 Trade-In because I have a lot of level 8s in this deck, and it helps thin my deck out, get to my Norlerases, and just get some of my high level dark monsters in the graveyard. Hand Destruction, same reason, go through my deck and get things in my graveyard. I use Creeping Darkness to search for my Greffers, my Armageddon Knights, pretty much any level 4 or lower dark monster I want. I use Rhoda for my Armageddon Knights and Dark Greffers. Then I use an Allura for thinning deck. Card Destruction for the same reason as Hand Destruction. Foolish, just to get things in the graveyard. A Barrow from a different dimension, for the same reason as I run Doomsday Horror, to get things back in case people remove them, or I just need more Blackwing plays. And a Heavy Storm. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I run 3 Blackwing Armed Wings. Basically, he's a beater, and you can bring him out with Vayu and Sirocco. And then I play 2 Blackwing Armor Masters. They're same reason, except for I'd use an Armed Wing and Vayu, and then a Silver Wing. Basically, they're all really good beaters, and they can just swarm the field when my opponent has nothing when they have nothing. And then I play a Void Ogre and Infernity Doom Dragon. They're just boss cards. Basically, you rarely have cards in your hand with this deck after you go off, and they can just really control your opponent and make it really game really quickly. Then I run staples, Red Dragon Archfiend, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust Dragon, for the obvious reasons. I run a Heretic Sun Dragon because I run lots of level 8s, and he's a really good beating card once I have them on the field and don't need to use their effects anymore. I use Photon Strike Bouncer, Utopia, and Steelstorm Roach for obvious reasons. I run a couple level 6s and lots of level 4s. Alright, that's my deck.
Alright, comment about what you think about the deck. Tell us changes you would make, and like this video.